The month of March is Women's History Month. Today, SunUp's Curtis Hare takes us to Logan and Rogers counties to see how OSU Extension educators are making a difference.
Fridays are typically looked at as a wind-down day to the end of a very long work week. But for Logan County Extension Ag and 4-H educator Andy Turner, Fridays are anything but that.
We have a lot of our county 4-H contests on Saturdays, so we still get quite a few phone calls, so try and answer those and return those phone calls as they come in.
The only morning breaks come in the form of redirecting vaccine appointments to the health department next door.
I have an appointment for take the vaccine.
Shut the door on the east end of the building.
The pressure of serving a community comes with the territory for county educators. But when you're only 5 months into a job that was vacant for 6 months prior, the pressure of acting as both the ag and 4-H educator during a pandemic is daunting.
I am essentially a one-woman show or a circus, depending on the day of the week. You ask me that question. Please don't put that on air. My mom will kill me. Managing all the new information is kind of hard. It's a lot to take in, and we have a pretty strong 4-H program that I'm trying to keep going. And one of the biggest obstacles I think I have faced is that in a new job, and especially in my role in delivering information to the community and to the producers, is how do I get that to them? You know, co-ops aren't open, so we're not hanging out drinking coffee, so I can't go in there and, hey guys, I'm Andy, I'm new, here's some information
About 120 miles to the northeast in Rogers County, Extension Director Donna Patterson is preparing for this summer's district horse show, though today's rain is slowing down the work.
The last show that we had in 2019, we had 100 youth participate in our district horse show and about 140 head of horses. Yeah, it's a lot of just prep and cleaning and trying to get ready for the next event.
Although it's been about 17 years since Donna was in Andy's shoes, the memories of navigating her first few months as an ag educator aren't hard to conjure up.
If I had $1 for every time I heard my secretary after our ag agent retired and I took that position, if I had $1 for every time that I heard her say, yes, a girl, I would probably have at least a good 20 or 50 bucks in my pocket. But I think with any new person, my predecessor had been here for 20 years, and so they knew him and they had a relationship with him, and it's someone new. In Extension, when it's busy, it sometimes can get overwhelming because this is the time of year where we're doing soil samples, we've got spring shows, and as a new educator, it can be extremely overwhelming. Even as a veteran educator, there's days that I'm just like, okay, wait a second. I've been a mentor to educators, and the biggest thing I see is one thing at a time. I think the biggest piece of advice is find that running buddy or mentor. There's so much value in having kind of a partner in crime of how to work this extension program.
While Andy has a few county educators she can lean on, she says Northwest Extension Area Livestock Specialist Dana Zook is definitely a stabilizing force.
Dana and I have worked together probably more than she has had to work with most new educators, and that's okay. I'm going to be a strong one in the end of it.
Andy has done a great job. She's been excited about the job. She's not been afraid to ask questions, and that's the key component to a lot of educators. They have a lot of different roles to play, and so it's understandable that they would need to ask people for help.
Though many miles and many years of experience separate Andy and Donna, a thread that ties them together becomes clear after only a few minutes of meeting with them: a love for agriculture.
I have been involved in agriculture since the day my bare feet hit the ground, and just it's kind of my passion. I think it's important. Feel my happiest whenever I'm engaging with youth and with the agriculture industry. I think it's important.
I come from very strong women. My grandmothers were both involved in the farms and ranches, and so to me, it's just life.
From both Logan and Rogers counties, I'm Curtis Hare.